Welcome everyone to the Dragoon Slayer podcast. I am Daniel the Dragon, the Blue Dragoon himself. Welcome to the Dragoon Slayer podcast. I am back once again, joined by the incomparable family man himself, coming right out of the sphere, James Haynes.
Happy New Year, bitches.
That's right. So we're on our take 2, thanks to some technical difficulties of me being a schmuck and not actually.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Now, how about now? Now. Shut up, Peanut.
We recorded almost the entire episode, and we didn't have Jimmy's audio. So thankfully, for something told me to double check on this one. So welcome everyone. We're going to be discussing today. We've got a little extended episode because we're going to be doing a full breakdown of the list from Rotten Tomatoes of all the movies that are coming out in 2026. But we're going to be discussing Fallout, the Mighty Nein, which is done. Fallout, we're talking about our impressions of the season up to season 2, episode 5 for Fallout, and the Naked Gun movie.
That's the remake.
2025 version.
Yes.
Not a remake, but the continuation in the series. So we're going to be discussing all of that, but first, I want to make sure that I get, we've got our anime recommendations that are coming out. So there's a lot now that we're in the fall season. So I just want to make sure fall is done.
Winter season.
Sorry, yeah, it throws me off with the way they do the seasons for anime. But yeah, we're back with the winter seasons. Fall is done. Some of the episodes that haven't finished being dubbed are just wrapping up. One of the ones that was a standout for me for the fall season of 2025 was the show Let's Play. That anime was absolutely amazing on Crunchyroll. Just saw the final dubbed episode the other day. Absolutely worth it. But we just started up with a couple of the episodes, so we're going to be breaking down a lot throughout the course of the next few episodes. Blah. I am.
This is what happens when you have technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties and the hot chocolate sugar rush is kicking in. But
that's not bad.
But no, right now, Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen Season 3 just started with the Culling Games. It really got me interested in reading the manga, so I'm going to be doing that to catch up, because the Culling Games, the explanation by the third episode of Season 3 is can be a little confusing, especially because it hasn't been dubbed yet. So because it's not dubbed, I'm reading the subtitles. There's a lot of text that's on the screen to explain the rules of the Culling game and everything. So I highly recommend, if you have seen anything Jujutsu Kaisen, go back, rewatch all of it, go right into the Culling Games. If you've already caught up, watch these first 3 episodes. And then, of course, My Hero Vigilantes has actually started dropping, and they're on their simuldub, so we've got that going on. We're going to be speeding through a bunch of the stuff that we already discussed because we've got a long list of movies coming out for 2026. So, Jimmy, what do you got out of the vault?
Out of the vault, please, I recommend on Tubi, besides watching me on We Are Family, all 10 episodes, Bruce Willis, Phil Hartman, Kim Basinger, John Larroquette, and William S. Daniels in Blind Date. That is an 80s classic. It's hysterical. And remember, he hates the moonwalk.
Yeah. And it's on Tubi, so it's free.
Yes.
So, now, the Mighty Nein, I had already finished it. Jimmy went.
I finished it after that technical difficulty where I just said, I'm watching on my house.
Yeah.
Which I've been watching half of them ever since. Yeah. Except for the last 2 episodes or so.
The Mighty Nein was actually really worth it. They've done a great job comparing it to the first series that Critical Role put out of Legend of Vox Machina. This one really is the team forming rather than an established team already just being there. Everyone has their motivations. This has been a good season. The problems that have come up are typically Amazon's fault. One, for not going and actually promoting it well enough. And then the other was the German subtitles, that their subtitles weren't working half the time.
No.
It glitched out multiple times. You had to it's I had to turn the closed captioning on to understand what the hell they were saying.
You mean like I told you when I used to watch Tokyo Vice, which is an hour, and it used to be an hour 20. Why? Because I used to have to hit repeat.
Yeah,
repeat.
Yeah, they did such a great job Like, you had all the characters got their spotlight coming in. I mean, you see, like, the characters that are trying to get them to pull a heist for them. You have
Nathan Fillion.
And then the bodyguard is Felicia Day.
Of course.
Which, love the two of them. You know, I've enjoyed their stuff for the longest time. And now it's like, oh, okay, we've actually got the two of them back in something else since, I think, Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog and the final season of Buffy. So there's a lot of stuff that was there. But, I mean, my only issue was it took forever for the group to meet Ashley Johnson's character, who looks...
Mammy.
Very Rhea Ripley-esque in the design, just more barbarian Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Although, if Rhea Ripley came out looking like that for WrestleMania...
That would be the best.
That would be absolutely amazing.
There's a hint for you there, Triple H.
There's a
Mr. Levesque, there's a hint for you.
Yeah, it's more of a hint for Ms. Rhea Ripley herself.
Yes.
Because total badass and would actually fit the persona just from the look alone. You know, it was a shame that was the one character that it like took forever to get there. And because Amazon hasn't really been promoting the Mighty Nein the way it should, it's getting it feels a little underrated, but I highly recommend it. And because everyone in the comments on the shorts, the reels, the TikToks, everyone was asking, what was it we were talking about? What was the show when we said this is not for kids? This is definitely not PG rated. Do not watch this with the kids.
Put it on parental control.
Yeah, it's the Mighty Nein is basically the show we're talking about. Just because something is animated does not mean it's for children. So
if you always remember, heavy metal was not for children.
Heavy Metal, Fritz the Cat. There's so many of them that were not for kids.
Nope.
The Mighty Nein is a lot more adult centered. Yeah. So this is definitely
it's a PG-13 more.
Yeah, it's an older teen, like teens to adults.
Yeah.
That's more like the age range for it. So I highly recommend it.
Hey, me too. Now, I will recommend it, and I'll tell you this, even with that cast, they got to keep up. We're getting some more good voices in and everything. They're
going to have like such an amazing cast no matter what. They did it they've done it throughout The Legend of Vox Machina, so it's only a matter of time before we see more of the characters and hear more familiar voices. I mean, Ming-Na Wen, Nathan Fillion,
Mark Strong.
Yeah, there is such a great cast, and that's not including the regular Critical Role cast. And Laura Bailey, though, as the little tiefling, always talking about the Traveler.
The Traveler. Why does she sound like freaking Alan Cummings half the time? Makes me laugh.
Well, it seems like the accent seems very similar, but at the same time, it's also supposed to be very Romanese.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to not use the so-called offensive term, which we would have called back in the day. They would have been known as gypsies.
Yeah.
Fortune tellers, like she has those abilities. So it's
she has those abilities. What do you call had the tarot cards?
Yeah.
I mean, they were all over. So they had everything with magic was there.
Yeah.
Except for Doug Henning. He just disappeared with Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. So the Mighty Nein is definitely something that we both highly recommend. Now, the other thing we have to talk about is Fallout.
Yes.
Fallout has we haven't touched it because we were waiting for the new year. There are 5 episodes in. This season did not lose any of the hype.
No.
It has continued on. Ellie Purnell is absolutely amazing. Walter Goggins never fails to impress.
Any role he takes, he is perfect.
Yeah. I mean, we have entire episodes of the Brotherhood battling, and they brought in what's his name?
Kunal Najayo, I believe. Yeah, if you say we apologize for not saying it.
I'm not saying it because I don't want to.
I know. I'm trying.
Butcher the name, but you know. Okay, so I hope you had fun coming out of the Eternals to then come and do Fallout.
I know.
And not even make it that long.
Well, remember, in between that, he also did a Twilight Zone episode for Jordan Peele.
That's the problem. I don't have the channel, so I was not able to see that.
No, actually, it's on. You can always double check Sci-Fi.
Yeah, but I have not seen it, so
yeah.
The new Twilight Zone stuff I have not been able to see, but it's they've done like such an amazing job. this makes me want to go and actually play the games because I've never played them. But like seeing like the world that they've built, and like I had completely even forgotten like that Ellie Purnell's character had actually gone and lost her finger and it was replaced, and then seeing her every now and then when she holds up her hand, like it's those little details that they've been able to keep and maintain. You know, the story is continued. You know, Bud's buds are on the loose because now they're being walked around trying to figure out where they're going by Kyle MacLachlan's, like one of his character's kids.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, we're finding out like there's all this extra stuff going on that
they're starting to get some answers to stuff that they're afraid to tell everybody.
But they're also raising more questions than they have answers.
And even inside the vaults.
Yeah, the vaults we already knew were going to be weird, but knowing that like there were executive vaults and a lot of them were already empty. You know, there's what we saw on the computer screen by episode 5, Forced Evolution Project. So the Forced Evolution thing, when it looks like that could be behind possibly the creation of the ghouls, but also these giant creatures that look like not on fire Balrogs.
Yeah, that were first seen in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yep, during the war.
Yeah.
That, you know, there was so much going on. These characters have not failed to impress. Like, there's the friendship and banter back and forth between Ellie Purnell's character and Walter Goggins. Like, they've gone really great with this. They've left it off right before.
They got the love-hate relationship in a way, too.
It's like, it's almost like they're a couple of siblings where it's like, you know, trying to go and like do what's right, but at the same time,
one's doing what's right and one doesn't give a shit. And he's like, shoot now, ask questions later.
Yeah, you've got the cynic and you've got the person who's overly positive.
Yeah.
But they're like the chemistry between them works really well for the characters. You know, we're seeing like all the other characters doing their own thing. I'm hoping that the Brotherhood guy comes back and actually meets up with them at some point.
Yeah.
Because it was fun to see the dynamic between all three of them, and now it's like, okay, we haven't had all of them cross paths just yet, but the Brotherhood War is going to end up being something else. You know, they're really tapping into Vegas this time around.
Yeah.
And that is probably, I think, one of the best things that they're doing. The Vegas set looks absolutely amazing.
And you see who Robert House was and all four of these companies and which one is, then you're going to find out which one of them was responsible for this meltdown in a way.
Yeah, they're all trying to figure, like people are trying to figure out who started it, who pushed the button, who was going to be responsible for it. You know, Kyle MacLachlan seems to be an obvious choice if you're going off of speculation, because his character really seemed to be a little twitchy, especially like he got really antsy when you see about like the forced evolution stuff.
And when he finally with the traveling set, snake oil salesman, who basically you're like, holy crap, he's the only one that survived out of all these guys.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like Amazon doing a great job with this series, but they're screwing up with their interface, because instead of going into the coming attraction for the following episode, we're not getting that. You have to go into the extras and you have to look at them. But the problem is, too, also, when you're pulling it up, what are you doing? You're literally sitting there looking, and if you don't stop the coming attraction too quick, like at the right second, it tries to start over the episode you just watched again. Any of the bonus material goes right back into forcing you to restart the episode, which I wouldn't mind rewatching it, but I want to see the stuff without being told. Now I got to rewatch the episode, because then it throws off my count when watching the episode.
Yeah, I know. I think that does that between that, or at least even on Netflix and a few others. But Prime is always a prime suspect with that. No pun intended. A big suspect with it.
Yeah. So now, if you've played the Fallout games and you've enjoyed a specific which one's your favorite, you can let us know by going and leaving us a message on Dragoons Lair Official on Instagram, or you can email us at dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. Now, I've never played the game, so I really would
Same.
like to know what people like. I know that you can start with any of the games. I know how popular they were because I worked at GameStop for quite some time.
And they are available in the PlayStation Store and is on occasions during the holidays.
Well, I don't know if they're available on the PlayStation Network. I'd have to check on that one, but I know you can definitely play them on Steam.
Yeah, you can. No, they are available on there.
Yeah, but I think most people would rather play them on Steam.
Yeah.
Mostly because then you got greater controls. It's a PC thing. Even though with the Rampocalypse right now, because shoving AI down our throats, it seems to be the current course and preventing anyone from even being able to build a good PC now or having one built for you. The price is going to skyrocket for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Well, there's this, that in other situations.
Listen, it's shoving AI down our throats. And speaking of shoving AI down our throats, let's talk about the movie that we have, the new Naked Gun movie. I told you we were going to be flying through this because we really did go, and we're on our second recording.
Yes.
2026 seems to be the year of... I've made a couple mistakes in the recording process, so we now have to.
We're 2 for 2.
Yeah,
and I've been here for 1.
Exactly. I take responsibility, But no, so we have now the new Naked Gun movie. Jimmy,
yes.
This was your idea to watch this one, so
because let me tell you something. The Zucker brothers created franchises with Airplane and Police Squad, and basically, who was in that? One man by the name of Leslie Nielsen. And let me tell you something. They've now given the reins to one Seth MacFarlane, who took from Million Ways to Die in the West, one Liam Neeson, who basically now everybody, how do you remember Leslie Nielsen? How do you remember Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson, everybody thinks of the Taken movies. You don't think Qui-Gon Jinn. You're not thinking anything else other than Taken.
You don't think of his early works or anything else you think of.
He really...
I don't know who you are, but I have a million ways to kick your ass.
No. Talk about not getting the line completely wrong.
I know.
Anyway, but the thing just basically breaks down to the fact that we are looking at someone who has amazing comedic timing. Mm-hmm. The thing is, Leslie Nielsen had such amazing comedic timing.
And the thing is, he's also the same thing. He first started out in dramas.
Yeah.
And everything in crime. That's how I always remembered him.
So, and that's the thing. Sometimes the best actors for comedy are actually dramatic actors.
Yeah. And then they turn him into this. Like George Kennedy was his big role. Everybody forgets. He got his Oscar for Blue Knight and I believe also Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
Which was the drama.
Now, this version of The Naked Gun, it falls into the timeline, but I would not count any of the sequels for The Naked Gun. I would only go with the original Naked Gun and then go into this one as like its predecessor.
Basically.
So it's like this is the next in the line because it really is like these are the children of the original Police Squad.
Yes, and we're real seriously, literally talking about children. We're talking about Ed. We're talking about Frank Drebin. And, of course, the ever-popular man himself, Nordberg, or as everybody knows him as, OJ.
No, we're not doing that.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Just like he said, we're good.
Yeah.
Because every time I see it, I still crack up.
Yeah, they have that moment where everyone is looking at their father who is on the police squad, and like they're
the Wall
of
Fame.
Yeah, they're paying homage, and they get to that OJ photo, and it was just like, no,
I'm good.
We're good. Like, and the thing is, it's like you forget Pamela Anderson she'd done a lot of comedy stuff. I mean, you figure she was the original Tool Time girl on Home Improvement. So it's like I had forgotten she was actually as funny as she is. So
take your seat. Sure. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you get your cup of coffee just like they did?
Yep.
Every 5 minutes.
The running joke with a cup of coffee, absolutely killer. Like, this is why, like, I'm glad, like, Seth MacFarlane was able to get his hands involved in this.
Yes.
Because he knows how to do irreverent comedy. You know, making fun of, like, an electric car and a guy, it basically caused the first murder in this story to be able to get it to go. I know I'm using words that the algorithms don't like, but it's telling the premise of an actual movie. But no, they have the mechanical game claw coming down to like try to pick up the car, get it out. It's not a crane. No, it's the claw machine.
Yes.
The only thing that could have made it even funnier would have been if they could have gotten the rights to have like the little alien, like have like somebody holding one of the little aliens from Toy Story. The claw.
The claw. Ooh. No, but even the funny part is, even a good joke. What happens when something gets closed? What goes there? A spirit of Halloween.
Yeah.
Which was too funny.
And that's the thing. Like they hit a lot of like the irreverent jokes. It was fun to see Cody Rhodes as the bartender. It's like
Cody Rhodes is the bartender and Dave Bautista getting his ass kicked by all those zombies.
Yeah, and Dave Bautista, we were not expecting him. He wasn't listed. He wasn't advertised.
Well, on IMDb, he's like down on the list. You just got to scroll. But Cody Rhodes is way before him.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think he's in the movie. There was no advertisement for him when the movie was coming out.
You didn't even know.
Cody was in the advertisements, but there was nothing for Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
They really went all out with this one. The irreverence of the comedy, I think that works really well. And I'm glad to see like that they're doing all of these jokes. They're getting the stuff in. You know, the stupid, like no matter where they are, they're being handed cups of coffee of various sizes. It could have been even big, like oversized cups of coffee. So it just ended up, and then they just throw them off, get another one. They're not even done with the coffee they already had, and they're grabbing another one. Like the running jokes in this were good.
Yeah.
This is the movie that you want to like turn on just to like have some laughs, but you don't really need to think too hard.
No.
And I mean, now, because that's coming out, it's like we did this and it just happened to be perfect timing that while watching this movie, when I was done, I see an advertisement online that the Ted Season 2 season is going to be starting up this year.
Absolutely.
And I love the first season. Great casting. Seth MacFarlane is going to probably keep this going. Let's see if Liam Neeson makes an appearance in this like he did in the original Ted.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the thing. Like they have like such a great cast with
even Sam Jones.
Oh yeah. So it's like we could see all these people coming back. You know, my only issue with like the Naked Gun movie really was the villain's like motivation and everything seemed a little lackluster.
They needed a little more
motivation.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like, no, we're all going to be real men. It's like, are you kidding me right now? Like, and meanwhile, it's like the electric cars that they're using as a device to like try to off people. It's one of those things where you're like,
turn left. I said turn left.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't even get in an electric car unless I can make sure that window is down no matter how hot, no matter how cold it is. It could be subarctic temperatures, which it felt like the night before we were recording this.
Yes.
It's like, I would rather deal with that and have that window open than feel like I'm going to be worried about getting trapped inside the vehicle. Mm-hmm. And if you guys loved like this movie or you've never seen The Naked Gun, I would love to know what your thoughts are, to make sure like you guys leave a comment on the videos or on the podcast. Make sure to leave us a review. Let us know what you think, how we're doing. You know, this is season 4. We're in 2026. This is a brand new year.
We're almost at triple digits.
Exactly. So, you know, if we didn't have technical issues, we'd probably be at triple digits by now. But no, so, I mean, got to be able to laugh at little mistakes and things like that, you know. It's
not once, but twice.
Yeah, twice. Oh, my God. Like, oh.
Listen. All I got to say is this, folks. The monkeys from St. Louis did not touch anything here, okay? This is us. We apologize.
It's more me. I made a mistake.
Now, one thing before we get to this.
Before we go into our list?
Yes. news because we've been mentioning her name. We hope that she's watching. Tatiana Maslany.
Yep.
All right, now the running joke is who will be in this Avengers Doomsday movie?
No,
we're not touching that. But we do have some sad news. She will not be part of the Marvel Universe anymore. But on a positive note, she's joining Starfleet and the Starfleet Academy with Holly Hunter, and I wish her well because that franchise has been expanding more. And Paramount, kudos to Paramount, kudos to keeping working with something that's brought them a lot of monies between Deep Space Nine, these Star Treks.
I'm so annoyed with the fandom because Marvel had a great actress who's proven her chops by doing Orphan Black.
And what did you
multiple characters. The comic book character of She-Hulk is the female equivalent of Deadpool, breaking the fourth wall.
And she's part Fantastic Four and the Avengers. People forget about that. But what did you and Russell say about the last time?
Fandoms kill
fandoms.
Thank you. Fans are the ones that ruin fandoms.
Yeah.
And all these people that wanted to throw all this massive hate on Tatiana Maslany.
That was wrong.
It's terrible because she is an actually good and talented actress that I believe is actually highly underrated. So for her going off and doing a Star Trek series, you know what? Good for her.
Yes. She's moved on. She moved on to brighter pastures.
And the thing is, it's like the fans are the ones complaining. Oh, the only thing she was good at was throwing it back. You know what? Like, seriously, the show was fun.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. There were lots of good jokes. It's like, what? I didn't like how it... Yeah, you didn't like a lot of things. You know what? But you don't complain about the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe where these...
I didn't hear you complain about Secret Invasion.
Yeah, it's like... And those of you that did, you didn't talk enough about it.
Yep.
You know, the people that went and they complained, these are the same people that had an issue with the Marvels and Captain Marvel movies because it's a female-driven lead.
Yeah.
We want our superheroes to be superheroes. We don't want women in charge. It's like, have you seen some of the female heroes? Some of them are more badass than the male heroes.
And I'm going to say this, and I think you'll agree with me. Who was basically wore the pants of the freaking Fantastic Four movie?
Oh, it was absolutely Susan Storm.
Thank you.
Or Susan Richards, if you want.
Yep, thank you.
So the Invisible Woman is she was the heart of that entire movie.
I rest my case. Thank you. And I rest your case with that one.
And that's the thing. There needs to be an understanding of we can have different characters, different leads. I've been waiting for some of these like female characters to be able to get a step up and actually
I've been
show
waiting
what
for
they
them to
can
bring
do.
the female characters in here, like Black Cat and all them.
Listen, I am still pushing for Beyond the Shadow of a Doubt. I don't care what anybody has to say. I want to see when Marvel brings in the X-Men by the time Doomsday is over and we're seeing a brand new X-Men franchise kicking through. I need to see Jade Cargill as Storm. She looks like Storm ripped right from the comic book pages. And if anyone says any otherwise, go take a look at her and compare a comic book cover of Storm. The abs are there. The physicality is there. She can do it. And
with the mohawk and without the mohawk.
And let's face it, she is that bitch.
Yep.
And I say she should be doing it. She's doing a great job with her character as like right now, and I want to see more. So I would love to see her as the actual next incarnation of Storm. Now, we're going to move on from that because now we've got the list. We're going to be going through off of Rotten Tomatoes. So we're going to go through all of the movies that are coming out or as you know, Rotten Tomatoes headline, the most anticipated movies of 2026.
Yes. And these are in the theaters, but we do have one that we'd like to anticipate so everybody can see, which is the first one I'll do. January 28th, The Wrecking Crew with Jason Momoa.
Well, I'm at the very start.
You're at the start. Greenland 2?
Yes, Greenland 2, Migration. Yes. I never saw the first one.
Me neither.
So I really don't have too much of an interest
Wife
in
says
this.
It's pretty good. But
the only reason why I would even maybe watch this is looking at the cast. It's starring Gerard Butler and Maureen Baccarin, which I absolutely love her. I think she is a phenomenal actress and doesn't get enough credit. So it's like that one, I'm like, we're not even going to go through the trailers to see everything, but you can
Please do. We encourage you to if you'd like.
Now, you can see this in the video version because we will be scrolling through at the on our screen, so you can see what we're looking at as we roll through this.
Yes.
So make sure you check out the video version.
Mine just has a YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
No, so
that's how it was printed.
Yeah,
Not my fault.
No, but on the YouTube version, you'll be able to see what we're looking at.
Or the Spotify version.
And the Spotify version will be the first video version you'll be able to see. So if you're listening to us on Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Audible, iHeartRadio, or any other podcasting platform, you might want to check us out on Spotify for the video version if you can't wait for a week later to see this on YouTube. It's just me saying, you know. But you can go and let us know what movies you're looking forward to in 2026 by emailing us at dragoonslayerpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word, Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's dragoonslayerpodcast@gmail.com.
The next one I'm going to go to, I'm scrolling down afterwards because it's a Netflix one, but I'm going to go to 28 Years Later, the Bone Temple trailer.
Actually, before that one is The People We Meet on Vacation.
That I know.
And that's on Netflix as well.
So that I wanted to scroll past.
Well, you're scrolling past, but we're going through
list.
We're going down the list.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit each one. Now, People We Meet on Vacation, it seems like it could be a fun, like, just simple thing. There's, like, the only real major name that I see on here is Jamila Jamil.
Yeah.
And loved her in The Good Place, so I might
Good Place, She-Hulk, and she was also on the Impractical Jokers game show.
Yeah, and I would probably be willing to watch this one, but it's not a go-to.
That's already started, and it's on January 9th.
Yeah. Now, as of today, January 16th, we've got 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Yes.
And this one's not on Netflix. This is going to the theater.
No, this is theaters.
You said Netflix before. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I said I wanted to scroll past anything like Netflix.
No, because there are movies that are going to be coming out on Netflix and other
Prime
platforms that I think we should get like a little bit of.
Agreed.
Now, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple is the sequel to 28 Years Later.
Yeah.
And it's expanding on it. The fact that it has Ralph Fiennes in it, it's like, it could be interesting if you're a fan of the 28 Days franchise.
The 28, yep.
Like, this could be something that might actually be worth your time. This isn't something I'm gonna go to the theater to see, but when it does come out for a video rental, I will more than likely check that one out. Now, we also have following that on Netflix, which came out as of the time of recording this today, which I do want to watch, and I'm going to want to talk about at some point on the podcast, The Rip.
Yeah.
The main reason why I even want to see this, it's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck together again.
Yes.
It's, like the fact that it's like a couple Miami cops, like trying to steal like cash and stuff. It seems like
$1 million heist.
Yeah, this looks like this is going to be one of those fun like action rides where it's going to have some intrigue in it and stuff. So this is one like I'm definitely going to be watching this one. And it's on Netflix, so it makes it a little easier.
Now like I said, now we're going to go to the 30th.
The 30th, Sam Raimi's movie with
Send Help, but before that, I want to say and recommend on Prime.
But we don't have that on this list.
But just so if anybody's interested, The Wrecking Crew.
Okay, but Jimmy, this is why I asked you about the list.
I know.
You said to go.
And then I seen that they didn't have. I'm looking at, and they didn't have it.
That's why I sent you two different lists that we could go through.
But we'll stay with this one.
Well, but Send Help. It's a Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah.
Rachel McAdams. This could be interesting. People on a deserted island trying to survive. Raimi's got a good history and a track record.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to know is Bruce Campbell going to be like the flight attendant or something when they're going to the island? Like,
is he going to be the pilot?
Could be the pilot, could be somebody. Like, I just want to know if Bruce Campbell's going to make an appearance in that one. Now we're gonna move into February. We're running through this because we got a lot to go through.
February 13th, Valentine's President's Day weekend.
Yeah, we've got a lot to go through because this is very anticipated.
Crime 101.
Yeah, Crime 101. Don't really know much about it, but the fact, like, when you look at this cast.
Yes.
Chris Helmsworth,
Barry Keoghan, Ruffalo.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, Halle Berry.
And Nick Nolte.
I could do with all of them except Nick Nolte. That Nick Nolte's not the selling point for me.
No, I'm not the selling point anymore.
No.
I'm sorry.
But it's whatchamacallit. But this looks like it could be an interesting watch, but I gotta really sit down and watch the trailer to know if it's something I want to see, but highly doubtful. And in February 13th, we have The Goat. Animated movie. Mm-hmm. Could be interesting,
It's Steph Curry is basically trying to take over Kobe's shoes because he's put his name onto this project.
And it has Gabriella Union.
Yes.
Which she is, like, I don't see her in enough stuff.
No. Caleb McLaughlin's in it.
Yeah, so this could be interesting, but because it's animated, we're just going off of, like, the trailer pictures and stuff that we see. Not really something that I'm going to be drawn to. It's Sony. Mm-hmm. So,
They're putting it out during All-Star Weekend because, like I said, it's the Steph Curry. Yeah. So they want to
of course,
push it.
It'll be a sports movie with animated.
Yes.
Now we've got Wuthering Heights on February 13th.
Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I actually thought Margot Robbie, from the trailer that I saw, I actually didn't think it was Margot Robbie. I thought it was Samara Weaving.
Oh, wow.
Like, the two of them look very similar. Mm-hmm. I honestly thought it was her. And I mean, this could be an interesting Wuthering Heights classic story.
Yeah.
If you know the story, you know it. We shouldn't have to go over, like, the themes. But this could be something that I would say maybe you want to go, and I don't think this is a date movie for, like, Valentine's Day, because Wuthering Heights is an interesting story.
Yes.
But
it's a Bronte.
Yeah, but it could be something maybe you want to take your significant other to go see. Show them you have a little bit of class.
Yeah.
Now we then have on February 20th the Elvis Presley biopic epic, Elvis Presley in concert.
Yeah, Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah.
Project.
Baz Luhrmann has some interesting stuff, but I'm not, like, overly drawn to this.
It's basically the long lost footage of Elvis's 1970s Vegas residency that people, if you need to remember, like we've said, Baz Luhrmann, you need to go back and watch Elvis with Mr. Butler. Go right ahead because that'll explain a little more and put you together with this.
Yeah. Now, following that up, we have The Sheep Detectives on February 26th.
With Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, Emma Thomas.
Emma Thompson.
Sorry, but, like, I'm, like, reading this very quickly. I haven't really gone through the list for stuff. I could be interested in seeing this, but it all depends on, like, as we get closer, if this starts to, like, really catch my attention.
Yeah.
It's not really, like, the big thing that's making me like, oh, I gotta see this. But we are going to follow that up with February 27th of Kevin Williamson is actually directing Scream 7.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to see this in theaters. I am a fan of the Scream franchise. I love the franchise. I love that it was started with Kevin Williamson and Wes Craven. Rest his soul.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite directors. But at the same time, the fact that we have actors that are not returning and we're relying on a lot of legacy characters.
Yep. You have Sydney, you have Courtney Cox, and you have the Carpenter sisters. Oh, as it says.
No. The Carpenter.
Oh, it's have to do without the Carpenter sisters.
Yes, they are not there. Whoops. So you're gonna have Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, but they are also. All the rumors have come around. We know we're supposed to see. I believe Matthew Lillard is back in this one, which thought he died in the first one, but
no, the second.
First one, Matthew Lillard.
Oh, Matthew Lillard. One. That's right.
Why? Like,
why am I getting you? We've had a comedy errors this for the past.
Exactly. Like this isn't one for the ages, folks. So you can have fun correcting us, and if we've said something wrong or we've gotten the wrong person, please feel free to email us at dragoonslayerpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's dragoonslayerpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can leave us a comment at dragoonslayerofficial on Instagram. Now we're going to go into March.
Yep.
And starting off, The Bird.
The Bride.
The Bride? Oh, God.
This is not a Hitchcock.
I can't read anymore. I never learned how to read. No, in honesty, just like looking at the picture, like just from the teaser trailer that's on Rotten Tomatoes, it threw me off because the picture looks a little like something you would see probably from the Hunger Games franchise.
Yeah.
But it has Christian Bale, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Why is Jake Gyllenhaal in it? Who's directing?
Maggie Gyllenhaal. So, Penelope Cruz, Annette Bening.
Peter Skarsgård.
You have a great cast for this.
The fact that this
we just had a Frankenstein movie, so now we're gonna get, I am assuming, The Bride of Frankenstein.
Actually, if you look at it, it takes place in 1930s Chicago.
Yeah, which interesting take. I don't know if it's something I'm gonna be sitting there dying to see, but it might be a passing watch. Then, of course, we have on March 6th as well, Hoppers.
Yep.
Another
Pixar
movie.
Another Pixar.
Yeah.
Pixar.
Starring John Hamm.
Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah, so, could be interesting. Pixar usually does some interesting stuff.
Yep.
But the fact that they haven't really pushed this makes me a little concerned, because Disney, you would assume, would have been promoting
At least
this.
had a teaser out.
And they really haven't so far until what we're seeing.
Unless they put a teaser out during Avatar.
Yeah, which not watching that one.
No.
But no.
At least
So
Avatar.
then we have on March 13th reminders of him. Not this one. I'm gonna just completely say skip as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know enough about this. And
It's after the release of It Ends With Us. Next.
Yeah. And then now
The Breadwinner.
On March 13th.
A lot of times, a lot of people crunch his name. Nate Bargatze.
Okay.
He's directing this movie with Mandy Moore, Will Forte.
Colin Jost.
Yes, I know. As soon as I seen that.
And Kamal Nanjiani.
The gentleman that we were trying to say before. I think I almost
in the first take.
Yes.
Talking about Fallout, where he got to be able to be in that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, this could be funny. Gonna need to get closer to.
And it has no plot details.
Yeah. So really need to wait till we get closer to the release to find out more. Then we have Project Hail Mary
on the 20th.
Yep, which I'm just like, really?
Ryan got this teaser trailer has been out. It's like, in the words of one of our people that isn't here right now, meh.
Exactly. So, and then, of course, we move into April.
Yes.
April 3rd, we have Super Mario Galaxy.
Which is around the time of Easter, so this is going to get, that's why they did it right.
And the thing is, I saw the first Mario Brothers movie, and it was actually really good. Having Chris Pratt back, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Keegan-Michael Key, and Jack Black. This should be interesting to see what they do. It's just going to be it's going to be weird, but it should be fun. And let's see if we get another song the same way we got Peaches. Let's see if we get another song from Jack Black.
Maybe Herb.
Yeah.
Shake Your Groove thing.
Now, speaking of the fact that I had mentioned Samara Weaving earlier, we have Ready or Not, Here I Come on April 10th. And this poor girl, it's like what she went through in the first movie. It's like, again?
And Catherine Newton's in with her.
Yeah, which Catherine Newton and Samara Weaving, this should be a very interesting thing. Catherine Newton's a good actress.
Yes.
Samara Weaving, highly underrated. I say that a lot about certain people, but it's also when you look at what people have done, and you don't hear people talking about certain actors enough. You only hear about a select group. So I enjoyed the first Ready or Not. So Ready or Not 2, I'm more than likely I'm going to be watching that.
Need to see the first one myself.
Yeah, but I'm more than likely going to see it. Then we have Apex coming out on April 24th
with
on Netflix with Charlize Theron,
Taron Egerton, and Eric Bana.
You know, I don't know anything about this movie, but because it's on Netflix, you got a better shot at me watching it.
Yeah. It's set in the Australian wilderness who finds herself targeted. Charlize Theron's targeted by a ruthless killer who is Taron Egerton.
Yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. Now we have for this
Antoine Fuqua.
Yes, on April 24th, Michael. So we've got the Michael Jackson movie. This looks like it's going to be really well done.
Yes.
So I'm very interested to seeing this. I have never stopped enjoying Michael Jackson's music.
Agreed.
So, weird life, but at the same time,
I know.
This should be an interesting story to talk about, like the king of pop.
You know what was interesting that popped up the other day real quick?
What?
On Instagram, on one of my feeds?
Yeah.
The Pepsi commercial with him, the Jackson 5, and Alfonso Ribeiro.
Oh, I thought you were going to be...
No, but I think that's what hit in him, and that's why he was taking all the pills. Because he still had a lot of pain.
Who knows? But I mean, when you look at this movie alone, I mean, Jafar Jackson, Nina Long, like Coleman Domingo.
Is Joe Jackson.
Yeah. You have a pretty good cast
Lorenz
here.
Tate. Yeah.
So this definitely should be an interesting, like, biopic.
Absolutely.
Now, we go into May.
Animal Friends.
Which there's no trailer, no nothing, but it has Ryan Reynolds, Aubrey Plaza, Jason Momoa, Vince Vaughn,
Dan Levy,
and Addison Rae.
And I like how it says, wait. I like it. You said there was no trailer, but what's the first line? It says, we don't know much about the plot of this film, but we know that it's directed by Peter Adamnasio from Keanu.
The Machine.
Yes.
So, could be interesting. We'll see. But we do know that then, on May 1st, we also have The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yes.
We know how big the original one was. So
yes.
I don't know if it's in my wheelhouse, but it could be interesting. So, take a look.
I still enjoy that movie.
Now, controversial casting aside, because I really did not see Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. We have Mortal Kombat 2. But I honestly thought they would have used, like, The Miz. Mike Mizanin kind of just seems like, just looking at him, screams Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
But Carl Urban, okay.
Let's give it a shot.
But now, continuing on in the franchise, so we've got Mortal Kombat 2. From what they had already done, the last one was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
I loved that they went more realistic, more hardcore with that. So I'm interested in seeing this one.
Yes.
So this one could actually maybe get me into the theaters. And once again, the passing of Kariyuki Tagawa, who was the original Shang Tsung, like, it still hurts a little bit. But now we do have a fun one, because on May 22nd, Jon Favreau is giving us Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu.
Yes.
So this one, I'm definitely seeing this one. The funny thing is, though, it's like, it's not saying it's going to Disney Plus, so this is going to be in the theaters.
Yes.
And the fact that it has Pedro Pascal, Sigourney Weaver, Jeremy Allen White.
They've been saying that this has been going to the theaters for at least 2 years, and it is the 2 years.
Yeah.
Time is now.
Yep. So.
And Jeremy Allen White is Rhoda the Hutt, the son of Jabba.
Yeah. So we'll see how this one works out.
Yeah.
Should be a fun one.
Okay. I need you to ready? June 5th.
Yep. Okay. So Masters of the Universe.
But notice the picture that's there.
There is no trailer whatsoever. However, we get a picture of Courtney Cox, and I always forget the actor's name because he was on. I mean, granted, I believe he went on to do Star Trek Voyager, but this is from the Canon Films.
Yes.
Masters of the Universe movie. I don't know why they did this, but I'm interested in seeing this Masters of the Universe movie.
Jared Leto is Skeletor.
Yeah, but I don't even care about that.
We just want to see the movie.
It's Alison Brie, Camilla Mendez, Nicholas Goldstein, like just look amazing from what I've seen so far. I want to see Alison Brie as Evelyn. Like, this should really be interesting. Jared Leto, of course,
Idris Elba.
Yeah, and having Idris Elba in there just elevates its pedigree. And
is he going to be Man-at-Arms?
I hope so.
Yeah.
But June 5th, this is something definitely to look forward to for Masters of the Universe. Even without a trailer, it's already got me hyped up. Now we have Disclosure Day on June 12th.
A Steven Spielberg movie with Emily Blunt,
Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, like Coleman Domingo, Wyatt Russell. We've got, like, I don't know much about this, but it's like a sci-fi film about a UFO. Okay.
with an A-list ensemble.
Yep. You know what? It's Spielberg. I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yes.
Now,
we spoke about Scream.
Yep.
7.
So now let's go to Scary Movie 6 on June 12th.
And notice I have not 1, not 2, but 3 checks.
Yep.
It's got to be seen.
Yeah, this is one, especially especially because the Wayans brothers are back.
Yes.
So the fact that you have Sean and Marlon are back in this movie,
and Keane Ivory.
Yeah, they have not worked on a scary movie since the second one.
Yeah.
So this is one where it's like, I'm highly anticipating this. There's no trailer, but whatever they're going to parody, the Wayans brothers have always done a great job when it comes to comedy, and Marlon's become a phenomenal, like, serious actor.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely.
Oh, you mean what?
Him?
Him,
not just him. He played Will's dad in Bel Air.
That's right.
Which Bel Air just ended recently. I just saw.
Now, which season is that? Or are they up to?
4.
Okay,
and it's the series finale.
That's right.
And spoiler alert: Will Smith has not made an appearance in any of the seasons.
Nope.
Until the final episode, he makes a small appearance. Now we're gonna move on because it's like we're June 19th. Here's Toy Story 5. Mm-hmm. Like, are you kidding me right now? So it's Toy Story 5. Should be fun.
Unfortunately, one person is not in there. That's Ham, and that is Mr. Potato Head, and that's Don Rickles.
Well, yeah, but other people have passed away as well. So we're going to be sitting there dealing with a bunch of stuff. I got to just take that off my head. Mm-hmm. So Toy Story 5, a lot of people are going to see that. I'm more interested in June 26th, Supergirl with Millie Alcott. Like, I don't care. I don't need to go over much with this. I'm, like, seriously looking forward to this movie.
With her on a red planet drunk ass.
Oh, yeah. Not only that, but then also remember, we're also going to have the first time Jason Momoa coming back, but now as Lobo.
No, and what do we want to see? We don't want to see... Well, we do want to see how he looks as Lobo, but we want to see one thing. Say it. We want to see what?
The bike.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
We want to see the bike.
Now, of course, we got Jackass 5 coming out on June 26th.
He's working... What is this? What is this? A fear factor for everybody?
I don't need another Jackass movie. Now, we're going to go into July. We got to go through this because we got a lot of movies on this list. Now, Minions 3, Mega Minions... It's a Minions movie, so it should at least be entertaining and fun. That's definitely going to, like, take over the theater.
And because it's July 4th weekend.
And then on July 10th, we have Moana, which the live-action Moana. I'll stick with the animated one.
Thank you.
But let's go and move on.
To the 17th.
July 17th, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Mm-hmm. This is an all-star cast. This is something that I think everybody should see.
And if you haven't read the book, please read it before.
No. Go into this blind. Enjoy it for what it is.
I've read the book, so I'm looking forward.
Yeah, but you don't need to read the book. It's Nolan. Nolan's going to give you as much as he can.
By the way, you also know that this is his second Universal movie. He's away from Warner Brothers.
Now we've got on July 31st, Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes.
If I have to tell you to go see this, then...
You need your head examined.
Exactly.
And I will say this.
We don't even need to go in. No, we don't need to go into it. Like, this should be what we're all waiting, because this is going to set up for Avengers Doomsday. So we're going to, this is just go see it.
We just have one announcement, and we will say this. On July 31st should be the last and one only trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Thank you. Have a good day.
I don't care about any of the trailers. I don't want to see anything.
That's it.
Listen,
after that.
We've got now August 14th, Flowervale Street. No trailer, no nothing. It's Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor. So, you know what? I have to wait to see.
It's from J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, and J.J. Abrams makes me wait and see.
Yes.
But that's also, he's not even the director. He's the producer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not even going to go into this one because we got a Paw Patrol movie.
Next.
The Dino movie. So if you got kids, I'm sure you'll be seeing this. And then we have on August 21st, Thread, The Insidious Tale. If you've been with the Insidious franchise, I'm sure you're going to see this one. We're going to go into September 11th. Yeah, I know.
I get goosebumps.
But we've got Clayface.
Yes.
Should be interesting to see how that one plays out. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else really listed because in September for anticipated. But we've got October, Digger, starring Tom Cruise. Now, I don't need any more of that. However, where we go into October 9th, you got The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, 2026. If you're a fan of Avatar, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one. Mm-hmm. The fact that it's got Dave Bautista, Dante Bosco, I'm definitely interested in this. I'm hoping that they were able to get some of the other voice actors. If this is animated, I hope they have the original voice actors be able to come back. I didn't watch it until the Netflix series came out, and I actually did enjoy the first one, just never did the Legend of Korra. But now we go to October 16th. Been making fun of this already. So we got the Street Fighter movie. Yep. I'm not taking this seriously at all, but the casting that they have looks amazing. So I can't even get upset about the majority of the cast, except for the guy playing Dan. Why does he still have a mustache? No, please don't do that. But of course, they're going to do what they're going to do.
And destroy a car.
Hopefully. Then we've got November, animated, The Cat in the Hat with Bill Hader. Yes. I'm not going to be looking for that one.
Bowen Yang.
However, now we're going to get November 6th, Godzilla Minus Zero.
Yes.
I'm definitely a Godzilla fan, so that was definitely something.
And after winning an Oscar for -1.
Yep. So now we've got the Hunger Games, Sunrise, The Reaping.
This is the second prequel.
Yeah. This one has McKenna Grace, Ray Fiennes,
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah. I need to still see the other one. I just fell off on that one. But December brings us some good stuff because we start off strong. December 4th, Violent Night 2.
Yes.
So I'm definitely
David Harbour as Santa again.
Of course.
That was the first one was great and amazing.
And then we've got Jumanji 3, which.
But now, did you hear about this?
But it's 4.
It's actually 4. I agree. I know everybody keeps 3, but it's with this. But here's the thing. They're saying that they're listing Kevin Hart. However, on a lot of other pages, Kevin Hart may not be in this movie.
Okay, well,
so
means nothing to me one way or the other. It'll be a fun ride regardless, but I don't know if it's something I'll be wanting to jump to the theaters to see because I'll be too busy waiting for December 18th for Avengers Doomsday.
Or the 17th if you're going to go midnight.
There is no midnight showings anymore.
Oh, yeah. No, there's a Thursday showing.
Yeah, Thursday is a whole different thing.
Yep.
But it counts towards the 18th.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm going to sit in the theater for hours on end anyway for Avengers Doomsday...
3 hours and 45 minutes.
With a stadium buddy on, I'm going to need to have a second stadium buddy for Doom Messiah.
Yeah.
Which will be out on December 25th. So, Christmas. And I mean, already a great cast as it is. So... Yeah. And that is the most anticipated list from Rotten Tomatoes. You know, I know we flew through this. We could have gone into more. We're going to expand on it as time progresses. However, we are going to wrap things up because, well, frankly, we've been talking for a while. I made a mistake, so now we've got to keep this train rolling. So, Jimmy, you want to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you?
Blue Sky James 925. Instagram and Threads. You can reach me at James H_4. All lowercase for Snapchat. James SI0925. James Haynes IV on Facebook, TikTok. James 0925. Also, a special shout out to check out of my vault, Ready to Rumble, the rise and fall of WCW with Oliver Platt. I know. That's why I said the last part of it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you can catch me on Tubi with We Are Family with the rest of my friends and through their podcasts. And let's get ready to hear Dan.
All right, and the easiest way to get in touch with me is Blue Dragoon 13 on all my socials. That would be Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, the YouTube channel, Blue Dragoon 13. You also can find the Twitch channel. All of my socials have a link that will take you to the Discord group where we can build the community, so that this way we can probably try to do some like community events and stuff. But I'm on Snapchat, Blue Dragoon 13, just advertising the show. That's really all I'm there for. Following that, it's easy to find us also because we have Dragoon's Lair Official on Instagram and Threads. We have the Facebook group, Dragoon's Lair Podcast. We also, and this is the fun part, you can listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and Audible, and all your other podcasting platforms immediately as we put them out. And then 1 week later, you can catch them on what? That's right, on the YouTube channel. But if you can't wait to see our smiling faces, then your best bet is to watch us on our home of Spotify.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I want to thank Jimmy for returning. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here. Once again, this is a new year. This is not a new me. This just happens to be a few new screw-ups, but we're fixing that as it goes on. So before I make another mistake, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Now get out.
Tonight, everybody.